The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? When they saw it last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain. Brings up.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back.
Complete to Dalvin Cook.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
He'll find his receiver. That's Chad Beebe. And he will have a Vikings first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On first down, Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
44-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. Good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard.
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Daquan Jones on the stop. A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
We're scoreless after 1. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. They got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll drop here to throw. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
First down, Titans.
Now the NFL's leader in carries and yards in 2019. It's Derrick Henry.
Number 20.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, You have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
On second down, here's Tannehill. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground.
Third down.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
He's across midfield to the...
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Cousins from the gun on third. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Britton Colquitt to punt this one away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Now get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's got it out on the left side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Titans first down.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. But it's caught on the right side of Smith. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Tannehill on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the red zone now, Tannehill over the middle to Smith. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Pickup of 6.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And right side, Henry's got it. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing again is Tannehill. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
4th down.
They'll run. It's Henry. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Gostkowski the extra point. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it? And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they'll indeed take a knee. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start with a give to Henry. What a spin. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
To throw is Tannehill. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
And it's 3rd.
Now Tannehill. He loses the football. Tannehill loses it. And this belongs to the Vikings. That's the down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure. And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it. Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance. I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down. Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
3rd and
Cousins.
defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. On first down, it's Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 14.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
Looking to throw on second down. Tannehill. Pass caught left side by Humphries.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Derrick Henry.
The Titans first down.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. He was brought down by Eric Wilson. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Tannehill getting this complete to Smith.
Tannehill's
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
He's brought down.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it will result in a fresh set of downs.
Tennessee.
Now a first down throw. Tannehill out to the right to Humphries. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Complete.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Tannehill.
15-yard line.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Complete to Derrick.
The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Here's Henry. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
Their own 28-yard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
All the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love
practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
And 10.
Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. To the air again, it's Cousins. The throw complete to Beebe. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Tannehill. He'll look downfield for Humphreys. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
They are in the 4th in Buffalo. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. The win will be their 2nd on the young season. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there in overtime. 42 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw is Cousins.
29-yard line.
And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Third and long for Cousins. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 20. And the ball's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a run with Cook. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
brings up fourth.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Minnesota, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.